now the start at Kean University, Cougar. 5'10" sophomore from Edward, number 2, Kassie Hernandez. 5'5" senior from the Boone Beach, California, number 7, Lisa. 5'10" sophomore from Harvey, number 8, Sarah Ridgeway. 5'9" senior from San Diego, number 10, Kassie Hernandez. 6'1" junior from Idaho Park, New York, number 16, Rachel Wells. 5'7" sophomore from Los Angeles, number 19, Kendall Sonico. And 6th freshman from Vero Beach, Florida, number 21, Brett Harper. The head coach of the Kings on Perkins. He is assisted by Coach Rada, Jimmy Cabrera, John Cunningham, and Keisha Peterson. And this time, Crystal Case Rouse, and General Cougar Cats, for the flag of our national anthem.
And we welcome you inside Harwood Arena on the campus of Kean University as we get set for the 2015 New Jersey Athletic Conference Women's Volleyball Championship. The number 3 seeded Kean University Cougars hosting the number 6 Rutgers-Camden Scarlet Raptors. I'm Wayne Avery along with Justin George. Cougars looking to open up the first round of this tournament with a victory over this Rutgers-Camden team.
Oh yeah, Wayne, they sure are, and the Cougars are coming off of just a recent victory over the weekend on Halloween. They picked up 2 victories to round off the regular season. Cougar to go 20-16 for the season, and so they're looking to pick up another victory here tonight. Those 2 victories were against the College of St. Elizabeth and Brooklyn College. So number 3 versus number 6 here to start things off. And looks like if the Cougars are going to be if Saturday was any indication, the Cougars are in top form when they're here at home at Harwood Arena.
Cougars peaking pretty much here at the end of the season. They've won their last 6 matches. The last time these 2 teams played was actually a week ago today. They played at Rutgers-Camden with the Cougars winning in 5 sets, 3-2.
So, if anything, this just going off of that game they had last week, we could expect this to be a close match. But like we said, but as we've seen the Cougars going on before, winning plenty of blowout games, that's still always a possibility, of course. First point of the game goes over to Rutgers-Camden. These are the 2 of the 6 teams that are in the NJAC Tournament. Montclair State, the number 2 team, the number 1 team, Richard Stockton. They finished 28-4 during the regular season, and number 1 in NJAC play. Oh yeah, undefeated in the NJAC conference so far. It won't be too surprising to see them all the way at the championship, but we got to see here the Cougars trying to get up there as well here starting tonight. Blocked there at the net. That's going to be another point for this
Rutgers-Camden team. The other first round matchup, Ramapo, the number 4 team, taking on Rowan tonight. The winner here takes on Montclair State. There's a service error there for Rutgers. Montclair State will host the winner of this matchup on Thursday. 2-1, the Cougars trailing here. There's a block there at the net by Wells. They set that one up, and a nice touch there by number 16, Rachel Wells, a junior from Ariel Park, New York.
Oh yeah, when Rachel Wells is up there at the net, you can expect some great defense for the Cougars as a result. At 6'1", she's the tallest player on the Cougars women's volleyball team, so definitely a big advantage when you're up there at the net.
Block there at the net for Rutgers, and that one put right in the right spot there by Brooke Hassan, the senior out of Williamstown, New Jersey. The Cougars looking to win their first NJAC championship since 2001. Tournament that has been pretty much dominated by Richard Stockton, who won it every year since 2008.
Yeah, so definitely almost every team here, almost every team in this conference looking to dethrone Stockton here, but going off of this season and the indication, that's going to be tough to beat. But yeah, the Cougars has been having a great season, especially towards the end with that that 6-game winning streak going on for them. So definitely a possibility here.
That one stays in. So Wilkerson gets the kill there. She's a sophomore from Los Angeles, California, and she will serve here. Dug out there by Hernandez, and there's a block right at the net there.
It's a nice fast move there by Rutgers-Camden, something we've seen the Cougars pull off several times as well, so you have to may see something very similar from the Cougars later on today.
So Rutgers-Camden with the lead here. There's a nice hit there and a kill for the Cougars, as it was Brett Harper, the freshman from Vero Beach, who gets the kill.
Looks like Brett Harper's going to come off for a second for Joelle Tondi, that 5'10" sophomore, so she's going to take her place on there. But good rotation here for the Cougars. Still all the 3 seniors out here on the court.
So the Cougars have pulled within 1 point here as they set it up there, and that one off the hands of one of the Scarlet Raptors for a Carrie Sherman kill.
Notice the Cougars going for that sweet spot there in the back left corner of the Rutgers-Camden court. I'm going to be interesting to see if the Scarlet Raptors are going to catch on to that soon.
So we're tied up at 5 apiece here in the first set. Blocked at the net by Sherman. The group gets it over for the Cougars. Again for Hernandez, and that one will stay in.
Nice power there by Hernandez to send that one over, and like I said before, that back inside wall there of the Scarlet Raptors side, that's a sweet spot there for the Cougars, and Scarlet Raptors really haven't been able to do too much about it so far.
So the Cougars take a lead there, not able to handle that one, the Cougars.
Looked like she hit it that time, but not enough momentum going to send it up in the air like she was hoping for, so that's going to tie us up here with 6 points each.
Aaron Thompson with the serve there. They set it up over there on the right side, and the Joelle Tondi with the kill.
A little too hot for Thompson to handle that time, but looking at that replay one more time, you can see nice spike there right in that sweet spot, the back left, like I mentioned before. And, you know, of course, if it keeps working, I can imagine the Cougars are going to keep going for that.
That one's sent over, and they'll set it up there on the right side. And again, hit there that goes right into the corner there.
So Cougars getting a bit of a momentum here, and as any past games are any indication, once they do, they're really hard to stop. In the Brooklyn College match, we've seen them go on streaks for almost as high as 11 points. So Cougars may just be getting started here tonight.
They'll set it up for Hernandez. So Hernandez gives the Cougars a 3-point advantage here in the first set. And a service error there, as Sherman not able to get it over the net. So a 9-7 advantage for the Cougars here as we play the first set. And that's going to be a ball handling error there by the Cougars.
Yeah, the Cougars are going to have to look out for errors like that, because if we've seen in the past, those usually help the other team catch up when the Cougars have been on a bit of a streak here. So always important to make sure you don't give any couple free points there to the other team if possible.
So Ridgway gets a kill there. Ridgway, the sophomore from Barnegat, New Jersey. And it's a 2-point advantage here for the Cougars. So we remain close here, 10-9 in the first set. Kean Cougars, Scarlet Raptors. That one in by Hernandez.
So Cougars maintaining a lead here, but still going for that sweet spot there in the back to relative success.
The Raptors finishing the regular season at the 500 mark in conference play. Let's see.
Yeah, it looked like that time the Cougars were expecting a attack on the right side of their court, so little fake out there by the Scarlet Raptors that time.
12-9, the Cougars on top. Good dig out there by DeGroot.
Wonderful save there by DeGroot to give the Cougars the kill. I don't think the Scarlet Raptors were expecting that one to go back to them, so they weren't able to. That was a little too hot for them to handle. Look at that replay again. DeGroot just saving that just moments later. Scarlet Raptors kept it up, but they couldn't send it back over. So great move there to keep the Cougars in the lead here.
A little miscommunication there. 3 Cougars were there, and nobody went for the ball.
All just kind of stared at it that time. Really wasn't sure who was going to go for it. So little relatively painless kill there for the Scarlet Raptors that time.
We'll set that one up, and the kill there by Rachel Wells. Her second kill of this first set.
With Wells and Brett Harper there at the net, you're going to be getting a lot of good defense there. The height definitely helps out here in getting that ball past the other team, the other wall that the other team usually comes up with.
Kill there by Sherman. So it's a 5-point advantage for the Cougars here in the first set, with Hernandez to serve. Won't get to that one.
Yeah, good job with Sonico to react to that one in time. Just a bad angle there for the rest of the Cougars to catch up to it.
So the serve here for the Scarlet Raptors. And that's the kill for Brett Harper, the freshman for the Cougars.
Oh, yeah. When Brett Harper's at the net before, you see her pull off some really nice kills from time to time, and that was just one of them as well. So Cougars definitely getting a good rotations and set up here. All the players right where they want them to be.
That one's sent down at the net by Ridgeway, and they'll set it up here for Sherman. And I believe that ball hit the antenna as it went up. So the Scarlet Raptors with the serve, trailing the Cougars 16-12.
Not the biggest lead the Cougars had, but still a pretty decent lead nonetheless. We've seen the Cougars go fairly high in leads, but this one is going to be pretty good enough, and they're only going to further it here now to 5.
So there's Sherman getting the kill there for the Cougars. So they're back up by 5. Third kill for Sherman. Almost got the ace there. They got it over on the third hit. Set it up for Ridgeway. Nice dig there. Blocked at the net, but it'll go out of bounds. So it's 17-13 with the Scarlet Raptors. Thompson there to serve. Tandy, oh, that's a nice dig there by Thompson.
Yeah, that one looked like it was how Cougars going to get the kill, but it looked like that one was over that time there for the Scarlet Raptors. So regardless of the outcome there, really good dig on the Rutgers side.
17-14 now. The Cougar lead is down to 3. Got that one down, and that'll lead us 2.
So Scarlet Raptors trying to close the gap here between themselves and the Cougars, but Cougars, of course, can quickly bring this back up here.
That's Sherman, and Sherman will get the kill. That's her 4th kill here in the first set. And she will serve. And a block at the net. Looked like Ridgeway got up there to block it.
Height isn't everything, of course, but it definitely is helping out the Cougars here with defense. You can see there Ridgeway and I believe Tandy, both 5'10" there with that block. No trouble there to send it right back where it came from for the Cougars.
Not able to get that one over the net. Cougars hit the 20 mark, 20-15. And the Scarlet Raptors are going to call timeout. We play the first set here in the 2015 Women's Volleyball Championship Tournament. Cougars by 5. Cougars will serve here with a 20-15 advantage, and it'll be Callie Sherman, the sophomore from Kenilworth.
Rutgers taking the opening points here, but Cougars quickly not only taking the lead, but maintaining it with a 5-point lead here. Now 6-point lead, 21-15.
There's Hernandez, who'll get her 5th kill already here.
Hernandez alongside Poveromo and DeGroot all honored on Saturday at the senior day for the Cougars. All three were playing in top form on Saturday, and it looks like that's continuing here today as well.
Set it up there on the right side. And that one into the net. So the Cougars 3 points away from winning the first set here. And another serve coming up for Sherman. Tried to block it there. Nice play by Hernandez to dig that one out.
Kind of dropping to the floor there, like almost ground level in order to get that one out, but it results in the Cougars picking it up. So, like I mentioned before, all the seniors in top form today kind of leading the Cougars here to victory, on the way to victory here in the first set. Cougars at a 6-point advantage here.
Blocked there at the net by Ridgway.
So now Cougars just 2 points away from winning the first set. I'm expecting this to be just a little closer, but it looks like Cougars are all business here at home here today. Of course, in the game last week, they went to 5 sets, but it look like Cougars are trying to avoid another outcome like that here, starting off with the first set.
At the net, Cougars keep it alive to Hernandez. It was Wells who reached up and got that one. They'll set it up on the right side. Dug out there again by the Scarlet Raptors.
A lot of back and forth action here.
Tried to sneak that one over, and they were ready for that one. And there will be the kill there for the Scarlet Raptors.
Nice kill there by the Raptors, finding that blind spot there behind all of the Cougars. Saw Hernandez or Sherman trying to reach out for that one, but to no avail.
Still a 6-point advantage for the Cougars. Hernandez, that one blocked out of bounds. Point for the Cougars, and so they'll come up on set point. Hernandez having a great first set here for the Cougars.
Leading the team in both aces and kills here. No surprise, Hernandez is going to be kind of leading the way here tonight for the rest of the Cougars, but really just overall pretty good night there. Pretty good night for everyone out there already, aside from Sonico, everyone on the Cougar side getting at least one kill there.
Setting up on the right side, and that will be the set point for the Cougars as Harper gets the kill. Cougars win set number 1, 25-17. Back for the second set in a couple of minutes. So the two teams switching sides here. Cougars winning set number 1, 25-17, as we bring you coverage of the 2015 New Jersey Athletic Conference Women's Volleyball Championship Tournament.
Cougars definitely learned a few tricks from the Scarlet Raptors since their first encounter last week, since both teams have been, you would figure they'd be a little closer, but no, it's been really all Cougars in the first set, finishing with a 8-point lead. No, sorry, not 8-point lead. 8-point lead over in the first set.
Sydney Allen gets the first kill here in the second set. In this first round matchup, that'll be out of bounds, and it'll be 2-0 Rutgers-Camden on top of the Cougars. Set it up for Hernandez, and that one will be too hard. And Rutgers will jump out to a 3-0 lead here in the second set.
Rutgers started off the first set similar, but of course the Cougars were able to bounce back and take the lead. So interesting to see how they plan on getting to that point in this set.
Hernandez gets a kill there. First point for the Cougars here. That's the sixth kill for Hernandez. So 3-1, the Cougars trail. And again, it will be Hernandez. And again, Hernandez will get the kill.
So Cougars starting to bounce back here in the first set. I mean, in the second set. First set started off pretty similar, so it seems like Cougars is trying to see what the Scarlet Raptors had in mind at first.
Service error there for 2. Scarlet Raptors with the 2-point advantage early in the second set, and that one will be out. And it's 5-2. Good job to get that one up in the air, but not able to keep it in bounds there, and so Wells will get the kill.
Yeah, we saw a nice save there, a nice dig out there, but unfortunately had a little too much power behind that one to go out of bounds. So,
and there's an ace there for Hernandez.
A little surprising we see ace in the second set. Normally you would have had one for by now, but definitely a reason why she leads into aces, picking up the first one here for the Cougars of the night.
Cougars kept that one alive along the net there. The Groot sets it up for Hernandez. And that one put right there in front of Hernandez.
Yeah, that was quick thinking there by the Scarlet Raptors. They saw Hernandez setting up, so they hit it just a few inches before where Hernandez was placed, and it worked out really well here for the Scarlet Raptors, who maintained the lead.
That one at the net there for the Cougars, and Harper gets her fourth kill. That'll pull the Cougars to within 1 with the Groot to serve for the Cougars. And that one will hit the antenna. Point for the Scarlet Raptors. So they'll lead it by 2 with the serve. tough angle there. He got it over. And then Sherman had it blocked at the net.
Nice block there to keep these Scarlet Raptors in the lead. You can see right there that double block, but rebound that right back into the Cougar side. Not really any chance to react there for the Cougars. And so with that, Scarlet Raptors going to keep their lead.
And that one placed well there by the Scarlet Raptors. Brooke Hassan, the senior for this team, puts them up by 4 with the serve. And that will be a service error.
So Cougars getting a bit of a break here. Hopefully with their possession now they can catch up to where they were before. It looks like we're going to have some substitutions first, though, to do that. In comes, so we have Poveromo here coming in for the Cougars.
Cougars will serve, trailing by 3 here in the second set. They won the first set 25 to 17. Another kill there for Olivia Rowland, the senior from Hillsborough. So a 4-point advantage here. Rowland has 4 kills. And that one stays in.
Nice quick movement there by the we got a timeout here first, but nice movement there by Rutgers to get that one over.
So we play the second set. Rutgers-Camden leading the Cougars 11-6. Cougars lead 1-9. Aaron Thompson will serve for the Scarlet Raptors as they try to even this thing up. Cougars leading 1-0, and the Scarlet Raptors with a 5-point advantage here in the second set. And that's going to be a ball handling error there.
So nice break there for the Cougars to get back possession, but with this lead that Scarlet Raptors been in the lead for pretty much the entire second set. So Cougars going to have to work a little bit in order to catch up here.
Trail by 4 here. Now it's back up to 5.
Nice setup there. Very little time for, very little delay time between the setup in the air and actual spike there. The Cougars really didn't have enough time to react there. So Scarlet Raptors with the fast one on the Cougars.
Hernandez has that one dug out. Setting up for Hernandez. Dug out. And sent back over for the kill.
Great move there by Ridgway. She saw it heading right back before the Scarlet Raptors can recover. We'll see again, they send it over, but it was enough for Ridgway to send it, to have it deflect off one of the Scarlet Raptors who couldn't get it back in time.
4-point advantage for the Scarlet Raptors. There's a kill for the Cougars.
Nice movement there by Tondi to be able to send that one just a little close to the net there, a little too close for comfort for the Scarlet Raptors, who were having a little trouble sending that over.
Lead is 3 for Rutgers. Hernandez. And that one will be a bit too far.
Yeah, definitely really close there, but it's going to be out, and it's always a risk with hitting it in the back there, but that time it didn't pay off. First of only a couple times where we've seen that. For the most part, Cougar's been really successful hitting that sweet spot.
And there's an ace for the Scarlet Raptors. Markowitz, the junior from Malton, New Jersey. Oh, and that one just skimmed off the net and fell down for a point for the Cougars. That's 8 kills for Hernandez.
So now we're seeing the Scarlet Raptors in a very similar situation to what the Cougars were in the first set. But, of course, with that, Cougars' possession once again, still plenty of chance to catch up here to this 4-point lead that the Scarlet Raptors have built up.
Sonico with the serve. Have to get it over there, and Thompson will. And Sherman will get a kill. So Cougars stay close, down by just 3 here, 14-11. Hernandez tried to make the block there, could not. So the Scarlet Raptors get their lead back up to 4, 15-11. And Wells had it blocked at the net.
Rachel Wells, 6'1", met by Roland, who's 5'11", so not too far off there. And of course, you know, like nice height advantage works both ways that time, giving Roland the edge.
There'll be a kill by the Cougars. Brett Harper, the freshman, gets a kill there. 5 kills for Harper. Hernandez, the serve.
Quick movement over there, could have turned, but not quick enough there for the Cougars.
Roland gets another kill. That's 4 for her. Actually, that's number 5 for Roland. Keeps the Raptors on top by 5 here in the second set. And there is another block at the net by Roland.
Yeah, Roland is definitely having a good time up there at the net as well there. 5'11", tallest player on her team, giving her that advantage, giving the Scarlet Raptors an opportunity to block against some of the Cougars' taller players, namely Harper and Wells.
Harper.
That's really the best way to get around the taller players at the net, kind of hit at an angle there, get one of the players on the sides too, just like Harper did there. No real resistance in the process, so definitely good move there for Harper.
6 kills for Harper. And let's see, that one will go out of bounds. So the Cougars down by 4 with the group to serve. And that's going to be a service error by the group.
So Cougars trying to get some momentum here, get a couple points. Still no avail to the Scarlet Raptors, who are just 6 points away from winning their first set as well here. Cougars trying to catch up before that happens.
Set up for Sherman, and Sherman will get the kill.
Nice hit there, and had a kind of forced to put her hands up at an angle there, and that one, of course, went the opposite direction. So, nice anticipation there by the Cougars to kind of force that into happening here, as they still 4 points behind, but still trying to keep up here.
Set up for Harper there, and Harper will get the kill. Check that was Tondi, number 12, with the kill there. That's her 4th.
Either way, Cougars now only down by 3 here, slowly catching up to the Scarlet Raptors.
Good job to save it there and then stop that the net there. So the Cougars pulled to within 2 here, and the Scarlet Raptors will call a timeout. Rutgers-Camden with a 19-17 lead as we play the second set. Cougars have pulled to within 2 points of the Scarlet Raptors here in the second set.
Scarlet Raptors been in the lead for pretty much the entire set, but you see here the Cougars are quickly trying to bounce back, although they're going to be set back just a little bit here with that kill.
Blocked at the net there. So the Scarlet Raptors hit the 20-point mark with Thompson to serve. And Sherman Ridgeway right there in the middle. So it's just a 2-point advantage here with Sherman to serve for the Cougars. Not able to get that one over. And so now the Cougars are just down by 1.
And may see a little bit of a, might see a turnover here as with this. Both teams very close to set point, but if the Cougars can pull this off, then it'd be even harder time here for the Scarlet Raptors, who would have to win 3 in a row. But of course, gotta see if the Cougars can tie this here.
Sent that one over quickly. 2 Cougars there. And blocked there at the net. So the Raptors with a 2-point advantage over the Cougars here in the second set. Now it's back down to 1 as Tondi gets the kill.
Yeah, the Scarlet Raptors definitely sensing the urgency here to secure a victory, and it looks like that's kind of affecting their movements here as the Cougars right behind them looking to tie with this next one volley.
Hernandez, nice dig there for the Scarlet Raptors. Set it up again there, and there's another kill for Tondi, and that will tie us up at 21.
So Cougars looking to probably tying up here. Scarlet Raptors definitely feeling the pressure here now. Both teams now just 4 points away from securing this set. Now with that, look like
So there's the kill there for Bellamy. But the ball was blocked by the Cougars, so they have taken a 1-point advantage here. 22-21 as the Scarlet Raptors have called for time. (22-21) Cougars here in the second set. They're looking to go up 2-0. That's a service error there.
So we're tied up once again, but we just saw the Cougars there take the lead, which is kind of why the Scarlet Raptors called timeout. But both teams still anyone's set here as both teams inch closer to that 25 set point.
Hernandez is blocked at the net there. So the Raptors come back with 2 straight points to regain the lead.
Cougars are going to have to focus here, make sure if they hope to walk away with this set.
Setting it up there, sent right back over by the Scarlet Raptors. There they had a lot of miscommunication there for the Raptors.
A lot of movement there at the net, and Rutgers-Camden kind of got faked out there, so Cougars tied us up once more, and still anyone's set at this point.
So we go to 25. You have to win by 2. So big point here for either squad here as Sonica will get the serve here. Blocked out of bounds by the Cougars, and so it is a set point coming up for the Scarlet Raptors.
Cougars can pick this up, then it's going to move to 26. But right now, Scarlet Raptors have the advantage. Moment of truth here for the Cougars.
Have to send it over. Hernandez sends it out of bounds, and Rutgers wins set number 2, 25-23, and we're tied up 1 set apiece. We'll head to the 3rd set. Head coach Don Perkins talking to his Cougar squad here. We're tying up at one set apiece. Cougars won the first set 25-17, and the Scarlet Raptors with a 25-23 victory in the second set.
Yeah, Cougars were neck and neck with Rutgers in the second set, but Rutgers was finally able to edge out the Cougars to finally get 1-1 here. So still really just anyone's game at this point as we go into the third set here tonight.
Opening round of the 2015 New Jersey Athletic Conference Women's Volleyball Championship Tournament. Number 3 seed Cougars against the number 6 seed Rutgers-Camden, with the winner taking on Montclair State Thursday night at 7 o'clock at Montclair State. Ramapo and Rowan, the other opening round matchup, and they'll take on the winner of that will take on the number 1 seed Richard Stockton team. So the Cougars ready to serve here as we are ready to go here in the third set. Blocked there at the net by the Cougars. Hernandez. And that'll be a point there for Rutgers. Coach Perkins out. He wanted a violation. 3 hits on the Scarlet Raptors. Still discussing it there with the one of the officials.
Yeah, but it looks like it's not going to get it there, says the Rutgers-Camden got to pick up the first point, and
point will go over to the Cougars.
So they didn't get the violation there, but that ball handling there gave that right back to the Cougars, and Hernandez going to serve here now.
Hernandez able to dig that one out from on the floor. Tried to get the block, then the group was there.
Nice attempt there, but his ball just a little too low for any of the Cougars to send it over. So Rutgers-Camden getting a break there.
2-1, Rutgers-Camden. Live there by Sonico. Raptors need to get it over here, and they do. Set it up in the middle there, and Gatling's shot was blocked there. So Rutgers-Camden with a 3-1 lead here in the third set. Again, they tried to set Gatling up there. Tried to get the block there, got past Gatling.
Looks like the Scarlet Raptors are catching on to the Cougars, using the back as their sweet spot there. You can see Cougar, they're able to keep control of it as it went back there and send it right back to the Cougars to pick up that.
4-1 advantage for the Scarlet Raptors, and that'll be a kill there for the Cougars. And it'll be a Harper, the freshman for the Cougars, who will get the kill, her 7th kill in this contest. A 4-2 advantage for Rutgers-Camden with the group to serve. Set it up for Sherman.
Great kill there by Sherman. It's really nothing the Scarlet Raptors could do that time. Let's take a look at that replay here one more time. You can see it just going up there quick and fast before anyone on Rutgers' side can handle it. So Cougars now just 1 point behind. Now we're going to tie up here.
Block for the Cougars there. That will tie us up at 4. With the group to serve. Ball handling error there on Sherman. That'll put the Scarlet Raptors back on top by 1. Set it up for Sherman, and Sherman will get a kill.
Great move there by the Cougars, who are now tied up here with the Scarlet Raptors, and they're going to see Harper and Sonico come off.
So the serve here for the Cougars. We're tied up at 5 apiece here in the third, and that one right in front of Hernandez.
Yeah, the Scarlet Raptors definitely looking to use speed to catch the Cougars off guard here. A lot of very fast spikes into the Cougar court. Very little time for them to react, and a lot of times here in this set they haven't, much to the Scarlet Raptors' approval, of course.
Set that one up the left side. Cougars tried to make the block and could not. It got by Ridgway and Sherman. And Rutgers-Camden, 2-point advantage here. Oh, nice move there. Ridgway gets the kill.
So Cougars just trailing behind the Scarlet Raptors here ever so slightly, looking to take the lead from them here. Still been pretty good, still been pretty even for both sides so far in this set. Scarlet Raptors leading for pretty much the entirety of it so far.
Hernandez gets the kill there. So tied up at 7, 9 kills here in this matchup. That one skipped right over the net there. And a point there for the Scarlet Raptors.
See the Scarlet Raptors just kind of letting it glide over there by the time causing two of the Cougars to kind of just kind of scramble to set it up, and of course neither one could. So that's part of it. So Scarlet Raptors keeping their lead here ever so slightly in this set.
Well, Tondi comes right back there for the Cougars. Tied up at 8 here. The big third set for each team here as we're tied up at 1 apiece. That one off the net. Hernandez, and that's going to stay in.
Good hit there by Hernandez. Scarlet Raptors were expecting to be out, but able to keep it just in enough for the kill to count.
So the Cougars now with a 1-point advantage. Dug out there by the Cougars. Won't be able to get that one. Off of Ridgway. Ties us up at 9 apiece. So now Rutgers-Camden with the 10-9 lead. See if the Cougars can come right back. Blocked
Nice.
at the net and dug out by the group. And now Rutgers-Camden has opened up a 2-point advantage here in the third. Right in front of the group. So Rutgers-Camden has now found themselves a 3-point advantage over the Cougars. Cougars blocked that one at the net. Looked like Gatling was there. And Hernandez. So it's a 2-point advantage for Rutgers-Camden with the Cougars. Sonica serving. And that's a ball handling error there. That'll bring the Cougars to within a point. And the service error there.
So it looks like Rutgers-Camden finally find their groove here as they keep back the Cougars for this lead. Really not having any problem in doing so.
That one will hit the antenna. Give a point to the Cougars. So the Cougars now trail by 1. Hernandez will serve for the Cougars. Nobody able to get that one. Wilkerson has 5 kills now. Sherman tried to drop that one right in back of the net. Harper keeps that one alive. And Sherman sends that one into the net, and the Cougars are going to be down by 3, and they're going to call a timeout. We're tying up 1 set apiece, but Rutgers-Camden up by 3 here in the third set. Rutgers-Camden will serve here with the 3-point advantage here in the third set. Official gives a signal, and we're ready for the serve here. Harper. Wilkerson, oh, what a dig there by DeGroot.
Yeah, like definitely that one looked like a goner there, but she was able to keep it alive. A nice job by Sherman sending that one up high before Rutgers could do anything with it.
set it up there for Harper. Wilkerson blocked at the net. Wilkerson will try again. That's Sherman. Harper again. Blocked by Gatling at the net.
Great volley there by both sides, and the Cougars, nice, wonderful kill there. Just a lot of, after that back and forth action, finally getting the upper hand there on the Scarlet Raptors to pick that one up, and definitely Cougars looking to bounce back here coming off of that timeout.
Still a 2-point advantage for the Scarlet Raptors. Wilkerson, that will go off of the Cougars for a point for Rutgers-Camden. So 16-13. Sherman will get that one too far. So the Scarlet Raptors now opened up a 4-point advantage here. That one straight into the net there.
Bit of a break there for the Cougars, still down by 3, of course, but a couple substitutions in here. You see Poveromo and Tondi coming in for Sonico and Harper as the Cougars have possession.
The group, they'll set it up for Harper. Harper to kill. Check that Tondi over there. Cougars back within 2 here. And the kill there, that one in front of a couple of Cougars. Rutgers-Camden with a 3-point advantage here. Ridgway.
Nice movement there by Ridgway for the Cougars to hang on to it, and then still Scarlet Raptors in the lead, of course, but Cougars looking to catch up as the set continues on here.
Block at the net for the Cougars. Tondi and Ridgway were both there. Now the lead down to 1 for the Scarlet Raptors with the Cougars to serve. Got to get it over on this hit. They will. Set it up for Hernandez. And that one will tie us up.
So Cougars finally tying up here with the Scarlet Raptors, and once again looking to bounce back from here. If they keep this up, I don't see why that would be a problem. Looks like the Scarlet Raptors getting a little more hasty in their actions here as the Cougars catch up, and looks like it's starting to affect them negatively as the set goes on.
Hernandez will get the kill there, and that'll give the Cougars a lead at 19-18. And the Scarlet Raptors are going to call timeout. Cougars lead 19-18 here in the third set, looking to go up 2-1. To serve here. 19-18. The lead for the Cougars. And they won't be able to get to that one. So we're tied up at 19 apiece. Serve coming up for the Scarlet Raptors. Ridgeway, let's see, did that stay in? No, it did not. So Rutgers-Camden takes the lead. And Tondi that time will keep it in.
So still anyone's set here at this point, but it looks like the Cougars are going to have this one under control as Ridgeway gets to serve.
Now they're down by one again, 21-20. Serve for the Scarlet Raptors, and that one will be out of bounds, so that's a service error there.
A couple of more substitutions. Sanico coming back in along with Brett Harper, Poveromo, and Tondi coming right out. So a lot of pairs here for substitutions for the Cougars.
Oh, nice hit there. And so Harper. Cougars back up by one, the 8th kill for Harper. (22-21) Cougars, and let's see, that's going to be an ace there for the Cougars.
Looks like one of the either that was in or it looked like one of the players touched it just a moment.
So Sanico gets the ace for the Cougars. That gives them a 2-point advantage here in the third set, and the Scarlet Raptors have asked for time. Two-point advantage for the Cougars as Sanico will serve. And that one, that Harper not able to handle.
Cougars still with the advantage here, but just slightly as Rutgers right behind them, of course. Going to have to be very careful here because this is still very much anyone's set.
Set it up there. That was Harper. That one was going to go out, but it was
Cougars
too close to let go. And that one is out of bounds there, and a point goes.
So a bit of misfortune there for the Cougars, who could have let that one go, but they continued to play it and eventually led for the Scarlet Raptors to hang on to it.
So we're tied up. Big point for each team here. The Groot sends that one high. Now they're going to have to get it over. Good job there by Hernandez. And then at the net there, the point for the Scarlet Raptors.
So we're back into a situation here, just like in the second set with Rutgers having the advantage.
Rutgers will come back and they will have a set point coming up, 24-23, and the Cougars call for timeout. Set point for the Rutgers-Camden Scarlet Raptors.
Now Scarlet Raptors back, Cougars back in a similar situation here. They have to play this one very carefully to make sure that they don't repeat the second set.
Somehow the Scarlet Raptors kept that one alive. They will get the point and they will win the third set 25-23. So a 2-1 lead for Rutgers-Camden. We'll be back for the fourth set in a couple of minutes. Cougars find themselves down 2-1 here. Getting ready for the fourth set. We mentioned a week ago these two teams played. Cougars winning 3-2. Same scenario here. Cougars lost 2 of the first 3 and then came back to win the second 2, which is obviously what they'll have to do here this evening.
And very interesting thing about the last two sets, exact same score, exact same setup. Cougars having the edge as they approach the 25 mark, but Rutgers able to catch them by surprise here in order to pick it up 25-23 in the last two sets. So fourth and possibly final set here if Rutgers could pick this up. So it's a bit of crunch time here for the Cougars as they look to come back here with the victory.
So the serve here for the Scarlet Raptors, and that's going to be an ace to start out this fourth set. And that'll be a service error.
So 1 for 1 here on the start off this set.
The group to serve. And another kill there for the Scarlet Raptors.
Back row set, 8-1.
And now they're going to reverse that call, and they're going to give the point to the Cougars.
So a bit of a lucky break there for the Cougars, who now find themselves in the lead here.
So the group to serve for the Cougars. Hernandez will get the kill there.
Kassie Hernandez.
13 kills for Hernandez this evening. Two-point advantage off the serve by DeGroot. Wilkerson will set up Hernandez. And the Cougars jump out to a 4-1 advantage.
So Cougars now with all the momentum here, nice lead going for them as well.
At the net there, the Cougars. Setting it up for Tondi.
So now we have the Cougars here bouncing back in the first set with a full 4-point advantage here. No real problem there as the group gets to serve yet again. So nice way to start off this set for the Cougars.
5-1 advantage for the Cougars. Blocked at the net for the Cougars. So Ridgway gets the block. Cougars come out quickly to lead 6-1. Looking to force a fifth and deciding set here. Ridgway blocked that one at the net. Tondi again. Ridgway, and it was blocked at the net.
Good move there by the Scarlet Raptors, kind of catching that those Cougars at the line there by surprise. So yet again, we find ourselves here with the Scarlet Raptors trying to take the lead here from the Cougars, but it's like that's not going to happen just yet.
Out of bounds, the 7-2 advantage for the Cougars, who won the first set here 25-17, dropped the next two by the identical 25-23 count. Sonica will serve here for the Cougars. And that will be a kill there at the net. 7-3 Cougars here in the fourth set. The winner will play on Thursday evening against the number 2 seed, the Red Hawks of Montclair State. That one sent down. Rolling with a kill.
So Rutgers-Camden slowly but surely trying to make a comeback here over the Cougars' lead here, just doing, just kind of thinking outside the box here, but of course nothing's going to stop a spike from Hernandez that time to pick up the kill. A nice center spot right there to walk away with it.
8-4 Cougars. That one will stay in. So Harper gets a kill. Five-point advantage. Hernandez to serve. Hernandez will get the ace.
The reason why she's top scoring and leading in aces for her team now. I believe that makes number 29. As looks like Rutgers is going to need a timeout here.
Scarlet Raptors with a timeout. Cougars lead here in the fourth set, 10-4. Hernandez will serve for the Cougars. They lead at 10-4. Needing a victory here in the fourth set to force a fifth and deciding set. That'll be out of bounds. 11-4. Blocked at the net there by the Scarlet Raptors. There's Hernandez, and again a block there by Rowland.
So Cougars now at a very more distinct lead here compared to the last two sets where they're just going neck and neck. And usually when the Cougars get a lead like this, very hard for the other team to catch up. But of course, you know, seeing the way the Scarlet Raptors have been playing tonight, that's not out of question, of course.
That's an ace there for Kaiser. The 11-6, the advantage for the Cougars. Harper. And that one falls in front of the Cougars. Marchewicz got the kill there. So the lead is 4 for the Cougars. And a ball handling error there on the Scarlet Raptors. Dozen points now for the Cougars. Set up Gatling there for the kill. Lead up to 6 for the Cougars. That will be a point there for the Scarlet Raptors.
So Scarlet Raptors still, of course, getting some points here, but it looks like they're not really anywhere close to at this point to catching up to the Cougars, who seem to be having no trouble maintaining their lead here, despite the points that the Scarlet Raptors have been picking up.
That'll be a point for the Cougars. Harper gets her 10th kill. 14-8.
So another pair of substitutions here. Proveromo coming in for Tondi and serving as well here for the Cougars.
Now to get it over here, and they will.
Nice dig there by DeGroot, diving in to save that one.
That one sent down. Tonti gets another kill. That's her 10th kill. 7-point advantage for the Cougars. Trying to force a 5th and deciding set here. That one tried to block it at the net, but Tondi gets another kill. She has 11 kills. They've doubled up on the Scarlet Raptors here, and that one sent in front of Hernandez. So Scarlet Raptors with the serve here. Cougars with the advantage on the run. That one slammed down, but sent back over the net by the Scarlet Raptors. That'll be too far.
Yeah, a little too much power that time by Hernandez, but Cougar is still with that 6-point advantage here, so just a minor setback in the scheme of things here for the Cougars in this set.
16-10, that one will be a bit too far. Don Perkins is going to call timeout. Cougars lead at 16-11 as we play the 4th set. Cougars trailing 2-1. (16-11). Cougars are up on top here as we play the 4th set. Added a timeout. The serve there. And sent right back over.
So Scarlet Raptors on a bit of a comeback here as well, quickly closing the gap between themselves and the Cougars. Now just at a 4-point lead here. Cougars in a bit of a trouble here as the Scarlet Raptors are catching up very similar to how they did in the 2nd set.
Tondi gets the Cougars a point there. It's the lead up to 5. That's 12 kills for Tondi. And that one will be out of bounds.
Good movement there by the Cougars, making sure none of the players were able to reach that one. And now the Cougars quick to recover here as well, back to a 6-point advantage over the Scarlet Raiders.
that point will go to the Scarlet Raptors as Bellamy gets the kill.
Back to a 5-point lead here for the Cougars. So that by
a block at the net there for the Scarlet Raptors.
So once again, a lot of trade in here between both teams in terms of points. Cougars giving up a couple, then getting them back, and same thing here for Rutgers-Camden.
Another block at the net for Rutgers.
Rutgers having no real trouble there with those blocks. Cougars now only in the lead by 3 points now.
So the Raptors won't go away. See if they can get this one over.
That may have been out otherwise if the Cougars didn't go for it, but regardless, they are going to get that kill.
Hernandez gets the kill. She has 16 kills. Cougars with a 4-point advantage here with the group to serve. Wilkerson will get it over for Rutgers. There's Hernandez again. Hernandez was blocked there at the net. So the Raptors stay within striking distance, down by 3 with the serve.
Oh yeah, the Scarlet Raptors definitely could sense a comeback coming here. And it's only going to continue here as they move up to 17. Now the Cougars only 2-point lead, and it's 2-point advantage going for them here.
Rutgers-Camden with the serve here. Cougar lead is at 1. They're going to set it up. And that one will stay in.
It's like the Cougars going back for that sweet spot. Specifically, that was by Tondi, who hit it back there where there were no Scarlet Raptors, and it looked like she kind of anticipated that to be the case. So good move there by her.
2017. Cougars with the lead. Sonica will serve. That one sent out of bounds. 2018 is the Cougar lead. They need to win here and set number 4 and force a 5th and deciding set here. That one into the net there by Brett Harper. Now the lead is down to 1.
Yeah, Cougars definitely getting the gap closed by them with Rutgers-Camden. They're going to have to do something. They're going to have to kind of build up a lead more here if they hope to win the 4th set cleanly, because we have seen a lot of we saw in the last 2 sets was very close up until the end with Rutgers edging out the Cougars. So Cougars, of course, may not be looking for that to happen again here.
That one will stay in for Hernandez. 17 kills for Hernandez. So now it's a 2-point advantage for the Cougars. And that stays in an ace for Hernandez. So Rutgers-Camden now will call timeout as the Cougars pull away. They lead by 3 here in the 4th set. Hernandez will serve for the Cougars, leading 22-19 here in the fourth set.
Cougars, of course, looking to be very careful here in this set, as we saw the Scarlet Raptors come back to win it in the last two sets when both teams were neck and neck here. But Cougars definitely looking like they know what to do here, and only going to further that up to 23 after that victory. So Cougars definitely being very careful here as they approach set point.
23-19. Cougars with the lead. That one tipped off of one of the Scarlet Raptors. So the Cougars now with set point here.
Having a much easier time here than they did in the last two sets. Really not any problem. Of course, they have to pick up this one, and Rutgers-Camden kind of trailing, but really Cougars in the lead for most of this set with no issue.
Blocked there at the net. Wilkins. Set that one up again. Another block there at the net by the Cougars. We'll keep that one alive, and that one into the net by Ridgeway. Still set point for the Cougars.
Still set point, yep, but it looks like the Scarlet Raptors hanging on there just for Scarlet Raptors. Sorry.
And there's an ace there for the Scarlet Raptors.
So Scarlet Raptors, of course, Cougars looking to wrap this up as soon as possible as they see the Scarlet Raptors catching up. Cougars still in set point, but Scarlet Raptors don't look ready to give this one up just yet.
And that one will go out, and that will be the point for the Cougars. So they win the set 25-21. So we head to the fifth set here to determine who will move on in the 2015 New Jersey Athletic Conference Women's Volleyball Championship. week ago, these two teams played at the Rutgers-Camden, where the Cougars won 3-2. And we'll do it one more time here in the first round of the NJAC Championship Tournament, as we are tied up at 2 sets apiece.
Oh yeah, I expected this to be close, but I didn't expect it to be almost repeating history here. Both teams went up against each other last week, with the Cougars eventually taking the victory by winning the 5th set, and it looks like if they're looking to do the exact same here today with this.
Start out with the service error by the Cougars. Vicky Stack. Of course, we go to 15 in the 5th set. Rutgers-Camden getting the first point of the set, and that will tie us up here as Tandy gets the first kill of the 5th set. The Groot to serve. Somehow that one went over.
So Rutgers edged, like just kind of tipped it over the net there. Cougars really wasn't expecting it to come back, but with that, it looks like the Cougars are going to get fall behind now. Rutgers having no problem, taking the lead here. Start the 5th set, still going to 15, of course. So even more important to take the lead as soon as possible for other teams don't avoid losing by only 2 points.
Point for the Cougars again. It's Tandy. Killed here in the 5th set, as 8 overall. So ties us up at 2 apiece here. Set it up there. Hernandez blocked at the net. Cougars keep it alive.
Nice recovery there by the Cougars.
And now there will be a point for the Cougars.
Looks like Hernandez was in a bit of a trouble that time. Looked like the Scarlet Rapids anticipated her to hit the ball, because she had a little delay there before she actually did. So nice movement there for the Cougars to take back the lead here with that kill.
Sonica with the serve there, and that will be a kill for Wilkerson. So tied up at 3. Blocked there at the net. Hernandez will get a kill.
Kassie Hernandez.
Both teams just a little over 10 points away from the victory here. Every point's going to definitely matter. So,
and that's an ace there for Hernandez.
Even more so, Cougars definitely having the right idea here, setting the lead while the score is still single digit, because after a while it's going to be just a few points to victory once either team hits 10. So even more important here for that to happen.
There's another kill. That time it's Brett Harper. And the Cougars open up a 3-point advantage. The group keeps that one alive there for Steck. And blocked at the net by the Cougars.
Amazing rebound there for Ridgeway, send that right back to sender for the Cougars to maintain a lead up to 4 now in this 5th set.
Rutgers-Camden calls a timeout. Cougars with a 7-3 lead in the 5th set. Hernandez to serve for the Cougars.
Cougars looking to pick up the victory in their first NJAC opening round, first NJAC conference tournament matchup here. Cougars now only with a 3-point advantage, but still definitely a big deal here in the 5th set, as this is going to only go up to 15 here, so even more urgency to take a lead here and keep it.
Oh, off the floor there.
Looks like
what a great effort there made by Thompson for the Scarlet Raptors.
Looked like it would have been out on the Cougar side, but regardless, they're going to walk away with the kill. Like you saw over there, went out of bounds just for a moment, but they went to go for that, and it looks like after that, we're going to switch courts here.
Cougars with their 8th point, and so they'll switch sides here. Cougars with a 8-4 advantage over Rutgers-Camden as we play the 5th and final set here, opening round of the 2015 NJAC Tournament. And they switch sides, and the Cougars will serve with an 8-4 lead here. Blocked at the net. Gatling got a hand on that one, and that time the Cougars not able to keep it inbounds. Harper and Gatling were there. They blocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, definitely good block there, but of course you're going to want to make sure it stays inward. Like they're kind of hitting at an angle to go out of bounds that time, so sure they're going to be a little more careful for these following volleys.
Stack keeps it in. Gets the kill there.
Great sweet spot there for the Cougars, hitting that right in the back there. That's what they've been really going for this entire game here, and even in this 5th set, it continues to pay off.
9-5. Cougars are on top here in the 5th set. That one into the net, another point for the Cougars. So they lead at 10-5 here in the 5th set. Couldn't get that one over. Another point for the Cougars. So 11-5. Gatling another block there. Let's set it up for Hernandez. Stack. And Stack will get the kill.
And just like that, Cougar is only a few points away from victory here.
So Rutgers-Camden will call timeout. Cougars with a 12-5 advantage here in the 5th set. Cougars to serve here, leading 12-5. 5 in the fifth set.
Only 3 points away from victory here for the Cougars. Rutgers-Camden been keeping it close for the last couple of sets, but they seem to be having a little trouble here for this fifth and final one. Really having, that's only going to continue here with the Cougars just moving up to 13.
That one straight into the net there by Rutgers-Camden. And it is a 13-5 lead for the Cougars. The group keeps that one alive. A nice effort there by Hernandez to dig that one out.
Might have been out of bounds if they didn't go for it, but regardless, Cougar is going to pick that one up once again here.
So now match point for the Cougars at 14-5.
Cougars looking to walk away with this one here on home turf.
That'll be a point there. That'll keep the Scarlet Raptors alive for the moment here. So match point for the Cougars. They'll set it up to the right side for Steck, and that's going to be too far.
A little too much power behind that one, but regardless, Cougars still leading by 7 here. Just 1 point to wrap this up. So Scarlet Raptors got to be very careful about here, knowing that.
Set it up, Tondi. Tondi's hit there was blocked, and Coach Don Perkins doesn't want to see this Rutgers team get too much closer. Cougars with a 14-8 lead, and they call timeout. (14-8) Cougars here in the fifth set. Scarlet Raptors to serve. Steck. Set it up there for Tondi, and that one goes out of bounds.
Cougars really
14-9.
Cougars really just still have it in the bag. They just can't get this last kill in over there. Looking to wrap this up.
And once again, it is out of bounds. So the Scarlet Raptors
not giving up here despite the still in match point here for the Cougars. Great resilience shown here.
There's Hernandez, and that one is out of bounds. And now it is 14-11. Still match point for the Cougars.
Scarlet Raptors looking to creep up from behind and do this. They were at 5-14 just moments ago. You can see Don Perkins giving direction here for the Cougars, trying to get his team in order here, make sure they are ready for this final point.
Sherman will come off the bench and will get the kill for Don Perkins and the Cougars. And they'll win the fifth and final set here, 15-11. And they'll head Thursday night to Montclair State to take on the Red Hawks, a team that they lost to 3-2 during the regular season.
So Cougars repeating history here tonight with this 3-2 victory as well. A little close towards the end, though, by Rutgers-Camden, kind of keeping it close to the very end.
So that'll do it for our coverage here. Cougars win their first round match in the 2015 New Jersey Athletic Conference Women's Volleyball Championship, 3-2 over Rutgers-Camden. And they'll head to Montclair State Thursday night at 7 o'clock. For everybody here at Kean Live, I'm Wayne Avery. So long, everybody.